Hello, lovely people.
Hello, welcome to Sparkly Sunday for the announcers here at Walker Dome. We are suitably attired.
Yep.
Let's have a look at what game we've got coming up here. We have the Borderland Bandits against Manchester Roller Derby in a playoff for 5th and 7th place.
Absolutely. Should we give you a quick run through those rosters? Playing in the black Borderland Bandits, we have 0-0 Doug Hisgrave, 1-1 Nolly Nolly, 1-2-0-9 Talpiero, 1-3-3-7 Bear Skills, 1-6-6-4 Jam Master J, 1-8 Wow. 1984 Citizen Pain, 21 Toots, 254 Luke, 33 Invincible, 404 Counterfeit, 2.
316 Lee Gaskell, 33 David Shaw, 450 Ewokey Horror, 60 of Hyrule, 7 Cloud, 7105 Serial Killer, 747 Scooby, 79 Henders, 9 Velociraptor, 95 McLeod, and we have lead jammer 2 Duracell from Borderland Bandits.
Lovely stuff. Obviously, for all of our UK watchers / listeners, we've seen this matchup a few times before, but for our Americans, this is going to be exciting for you. Borderland playing against Manchester. I can't remember what they were seeded coming to this tournament. I'm going to look it up. But things are happening on track right now. Oh, Scooby off to the box for a back block penalty. So Duracell is on a power jam. Yeah,
a back block there for Scooby. Yeah, and the rankings or the seedings coming into this, Bandits was seeded 5, Manchester was seeded 7.
So it should be a nice tight game.
Should be a tight game. I think this is the first time we've actually seen 2 UK sides face each other in this tournament. So the way the brackets have worked out have been really good for Eastern Hemisphere and Western Hemisphere matchups.
Absolutely. And now a fun treat for an English team versus an English team. Oh, attempted leap coming in there from Scooby. Doesn't quite land it. Oh, lovely catch from Lily Gaskell on Duracell, who pops around, calls it off, picking up 12 points for Borderland Bandits.
Oh, and a sneaky 4 at the end there going up, so that's 16 for Borderland.
Sneaky.
Yeah, and so see, these teams have met previously, I say, this season in the Five Nations roller derby. It was a massive win for Bandits.
Oh, nice.
Winning 271 to 101.
Oh, that is a big win.
Which is a big win. But then you look at Manchester's season prior to that in the Five Nations, and they only lost narrowly to Tyne and Fear by 10 points. And we've just seen Tyne and Fear out on the track. What an amazing game that was prior to this. Whereas, you know, Bandits lost by 40 points to Tyne and Fear. So it's a tough one to, you know, if you compare them against Tyne and Fear, Manchester are better. If you compare them against each other, Bandits are better.
It's going to be interesting to see how it shakes down. Just 2 points on the board there for Manchester, 2 points for Bandits. Just stopped in the middle there between saying Borderland Bandits and starting to say them as Bandits. The old Bandits.
The Bobars.
Bobars.
The short one there. The Bobars against the Maros.
Yeah.
And it is a serial killer with the star for Manchester. Jam Master J for the Bandits.
And that looks like that's going to be Jam Master J who pops out the front first, picks up lead jammer status. Serial killer going in with the stash. Serial killer, another one of our aged up juniors, meaning that not only is he a phenomenal jammer, he still has working knees. It's not fair. Looks like Bandits now losing, I think that's Citizen Pain to the box on a multiplayer.
And Jam Master J calling that, having picked up 11 points. So 29 to Bandits, 2 to Manchester.
So at the moment, Bandits taking a... Oh, sorry, I'm having a little mic troll. That is very fuzzy. I don't know what's going on. Oh, I'm just going to...
Yep, we can hear you, yeah.
There we go.
Just don't move.
Just going to stay perfectly still.
For the next 30 minutes.
Their position, their eyesight is based on movement to just pretend that all of these skaters are little tiny raptors.
So it is Scooby with the star for Manchester, Duracell for Bandits. Second time Duracell's on, but second time lead for Duracell.
Yeah, Duracell proving an effective jammer today, having a decent time of it up against these NWO walls. Yeah, just for clarity, if you're not super familiar with the teams, Manchester Roller Derby, their A team is known as New World Order or NWO. So, as people familiar with them, we will quite often default to calling them NWO because it's quicker to say. The team in white.
And we're going to see Bear Skills with the start for Bandits and the Funky Leggings up against Velociraptor.
Always bringing the good leggings game there, Bear Skills. I mean, there's some great leggings game this weekend generally. Ooh, lovely stuff.
Trying to get on the outside, but being cut off by Lily Gaskell's and Zero.
Oh, Tel Piero going backwards over the top of White 7 there, Cloud. Of course it's Cloud.
Oh, and Velociraptor has picked up a forearms penalty, so this is a power jam to the Bandits.
Yep, just a nice little hip tap out from Lily Gaskell. Unfortunately, I think picked up a high block because you can use your hips, but you still can't hit someone in the face with them.
The problems of being a tall human.
Very much so. Someone says, "Get low," and you're like, "I am low. I'm just tall. Leave me alone." Bear knocked out there by Cloud. Lovely recycle. Opts to call it off.
Calling that and freezing Velociraptor into the Cloud 7 penalty box.
Nice move, securing themselves with the power start.
We are going to have Jam Master J next with the power jam start for the Bandits.
I feel like it's always hard to decide with the power jam start because you do have the advantage that your team can go full offense, but the other team is then on full defense. You get, all 3 or 4 of them.
And the offense clearly working there for Jam Master J as he was out and lead extremely quickly.
Yeah. Feels like Borderland Bandits really playing the game that they want to play and saying, NWO, you go here. Ooh. Jam Master J going flying over the feet of White 9 there. No, can't be 9-9.
No,
there isn't a 9-9.
Yeah, so the Shrooms just placing the hit on Jam Master J, who then went over the legs of McLeod. We are now round as Jam Master J is going to the penalty box for a forearms penalty. So we will have a power jam to Manchester and a full 2-minute jam.
And it looks like there has just been a star pass over to Don Gingiovanni. Don proved a really effective jammer against, I can't remember who it was they were playing, but he was very effective against them. That was insightful of me, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think in the previous games we've seen Don take the pivot stripe for the first half, and then the second half we see him come out and actually start a few jams as the jammer.
Yeah, absolutely.
So this, I think, just uses this as his warm-up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Here I am if you need me.
Do a little bit and then...
Oh, but he's picked up a forearms penalty. So Jam Master J, who's back on track now and engaged at the back there, coming through, and we'll have a power jam for pretty much for the remainder of this jam.
Do you think that means that we might see a 2 to 3 second power start for Borderland into this next jam, if my maths is right?
It all depends when Don sat down.
It very much does.
He was heading to the box on that kind of 34, 35 second mark. Depends how quickly he got there, how quickly he got his bum on that seat.
Yeah. Jam Master J knocked out and recycled.
And he stood roughly on the 10-second mark, so it's going to be really close. Depends who blows the whistle first.
Oh.
And he was released, just released in time.
Pretty much so simultaneously there, letting Don out as the whistle went.
And there was 1 point picked up by Manchester before the penalties. 10 for Bandits, that's 44 plays 3. Very strong, powerful start from the Bandits.
So yeah, at the moment, Bandits taking a controlling lead, playing the way we've seen them last play against NWO, Manchester.
Yes, yeah.
They've just got to keep this up for another 40 minutes or so. No pressure.
And Manchester's taking this opportunity to have a timeout. The game obviously hasn't started how they were picturing it in their minds. They certainly weren't expecting to only be on 3 points after 9 minutes.
No, and I mean, I feel like it's a great bench coaching choice, because if the other team is consistently getting lead, they're scoring and you're not, then it's a lovely time to go, well, we're going to just knock your momentum over. We're going to have a timeout and we're going to do this.
And I'd say it's not been helpful. They've picked up 4 jammer penalties, Manchester, already, whereas Bandits have only picked up 1.
Yeah, that's going to make a real difference.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, at the moment, in just penalties in total, Manchester sitting on 8 penalties with Borderland on just the 4. So it's always my tip to all roller derby players is, have you considered not doing a penalty? I'm led to believe it's that simple. Our lovely producer Coca going, I try.
So is Duracell up against Scooby? Let's see if this team timeout has given the impetus to Manchester, given them a chance to reset. And it certainly looks like they're, certainly from a defensive side, they are stopping Duracell. But we do have a back block issued.
Yeah, it does seem to be working for them. Duracell having a really hard time, knocked out there by Cloud.
And just checking his skates before getting back up, and the back block was to Scooby, so it is a power jam. So
and now we're all going to go backwards because the Bandits are following that pack, allowing Cloud to keep recycling Duracell, which is it's a great penalty kill from NWO.
See, and during that Manchester timeout, Scooby actually stayed on the jam line all through the timeout. Yeah. So he obviously didn't get the memo of don't do penalties.
Yes. Yeah, everyone else had the chat.
Yeah.
Scooby was just stood there like, oh, so you want me to do a penalty?
Yeah.
I could do penalties.
But he is now through and on a scoring pass.
Meanwhile, Duracell really fighting, and that is over a minute into this jam.
And there's still no lead. Duracell isn't lead yet. Duracell not completed their initial pass.
Duracell,
but now has, the announcer's curse or whatever propelled Duracell through the pack, who then decides to call that off.
Yeah, Duracell goes, that was really hard work. I don't want to go through again, thanks. Oh, Duracell's got no front wheels.
Got no. I did see him playing with his skate when he went down on the outside. But considering he got back up and carried on skating, I assumed all was fine. But no,
just no front trucks. You don't need all
you don't need all the
wheels.
He still got lead, but he didn't get any points.
You've got one skate. You don't need both. That's just showing off. 6 wheels is better than 8. Well, yeah, exactly. 6 is better than 8. It's certainly better than none. Off we go with bare skills for Borderland Bandits. Oh, and a lovely takeout coming in there from Don Giovanni. Against Serial Killer.
Yeah, that takeout being a bit low, so Don Giovanni picking up a low block penalty, going to the Cloud 7 penalty box.
But just long enough for the rest of that Manchester blocking team to get together and get back in front of Bare Skills, stop that sprint up the outside. It's one of those where you shouldn't do a penalty, but maybe sometimes it might be worth it. I didn't say that. Don't listen to me.
And that is a Serial Killer being recycled back to the jam line. Big hit on the outside, taking Bare Skills off.
Almost into...
Serial Killer tries to get down the inside line and does so.
Bare Skills very nearly into that T-side skate invaders trackside seating.
And with Serial Killer escaping the box, Bare Skills calls that jam. That hadn't picked up any points, so that is our first 0-0 jam of the game.
Yeah. Whatever they did in that timeout, Manchester have clearly done something fairly effective. They've gone, should we do this? Let's do this. Yeah. Let's make their lives difficult.
Their defence is upped. Borderland aren't scoring as many points, but Manchester's offence and scoring opportunities are also being kept fairly low. Okay, they've got another 4 points on the board. Yeah,
they've really locked it down.
But a chance here now with Velociraptor taking lead jammer for Manchester. Chance for them to add to those 7 points, but they are going to have to do it with a 2-blocker deficit as both Shrooms and Lily Gaskell are in the box. Shrooms for forearms, Gaskell for a direction penalty.
Oh, Jam Master J having a tough old time getting out.
Yeah, so it is Cloud 7, sponsor of the penalty box.
Yep.
Who actually throughout this tournament hasn't visited it very often, I've got to say.
Well, I think it's embarrassing to go and visit your own sponsored box.
Yes. But just the two of them doing a fantastic job of holding back Jam Master J.
Really nice work.
And now with Lily released, they are back up to a full complement of blockers, going to make this twice as hard for Jam Master J, although he's pushed it out to the front, so there is now just one blocker, and it is Cloud 7 who has to yield
Lily coming in like an absolute wrecking ball there to clear a space for Velociraptor to go through.
And Shrooms picking up an illegal contact penalty with Citizen Payne picking up a back block. And we're going to have a blocker apiece in the Cloud 7 penalty box for the start of the next jam. That's another jam that goes in the favour of Manchester, taking that one 4-0.
It looks like we're about to see Doug Hisgrave at the start for the first time. Up against, and here we have it, Don Gingiovanni starting in the star.
Starting with a star. That's,
I feel like there's a pun there. Starting.
Starting.
Oh, look, it's us.
Oh dear.
Hi.
Hello, everyone.
You can see us.
And lovely Coco with the most amazing outfit on today, putting all of us to shame. And we have Bandits have had lead for the last 2 jams, but haven't scored any points on them.
That's impressive. That is strong work from Manchester.
For the last 3 and scored no points.
So Manchester really shutting down those scoring opportunities, doing a lovely job of it.
And you're getting shots of the crowd here.
All tucked up in our Teesside Skate Invaders trackside seating. Fun fact, and you did in fact spot them earlier. This weekend you can be in awe of 2 former Teesside skaters. Spooky Lord Jack Skatington, currently the mirror bench for NWO, started their skatey journey with TSI, and Super Sparky we saw in the previous game of Tyne and Fear and Team England did when he was just a baby with the Majestic Mohawk. They are enjoying showing support to their TSI family and hope they both do well this weekend.
Yeah, I'm glad to see that Sparky's got the Mohican on the way back.
Yeah.
Saw him last season and he'd grown his hair out. And
who are you? What have you done with Sparky?
Yeah.
Bring the hair back, Sparky.
Yes. And Lord Jack Skatington obviously was supposed to be playing this weekend, originally down to play for Manchester, but picked up an injury in training a week or 2 ago.
Yeah. But still here,
but yes,
helping out, supporting. We love you, Jack. We hope you feel better soon. We're staring at the back of your head, but you won't know this until you watch this game back.
That was the itchy sensation I was getting through that game, was it?
That was the conviction, like somebody was watching me this entire time. Yes, it was us, sat right behind you, the whole time.
So whilst we're in this official timeout, which is brought to you by our sponsors, the Cleveland Guardians, we can bring you some fun facts or some trivia about the Cleveland Guardians. And the fun fact for today is the Cleveland Guardian Skater 0 was awarded the first Volunteer of the Year award at the 2023 MRDA Western Hemisphere Cup last season. And we are excited to see who is going to win awards this year. There will be an awards ceremony and it will be televised on the YouTube channel. It will be after the final game, and you'll see the winners of the final pick up the big trophy, and you'll see the MVPs and best blockers, best jammers with their awards, and also the Volunteer of the Year will be awarded.
Looking forward to it. Now, I'm hoping that you might be able to tell me this, or our lovely producer Coco, because I know that Doug Hisgrave has skated for almost every team in the North. But am I right in remembering that Doug Hisgrave has previously skated for Manchester?
He has indeed. He is an ex-teammate. Yes, until
Tyne and Fear at one point, or have I made that up?
And he would have been at LRT as well, Lincolnshire Rolling Thunder, before they folded.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see how they find this.
Yeah, first lead jam for Scooby in this game on his, I think that's his 3rd attempt.
Lovely stuff. Scooby coming in on that scoring pass.
Having been knocked to the outside, calls that from the floor on the outside in the OPR lane.
The stylish call-off, as we like to call it.
Stylish call-off, but he hadn't actually picked up any points, so we have our second 0-0 jam.
Nilpura.
Yeah, so no points for Bandits in the last 4 jams.
I mean, that's impressive work from Manchester after that incredibly strong early lead.
Yeah, so they've got their defence locked down now. Now they just kind of get a bit of offence, try and get their jam out. But pushing at the front is Bear Skills, trying to get around a strong tripod.
We got the lovely.
So we have lead for Bandits. Let's see if they can break this streak of 4 scoreless jams as Bear Skills comes round on a scoring pass, and with that apex jump lands it inbounds, does pick up 4 points for the Bandits, but also Serial Killer is out, So Skills calls that jam.
And we have jinxed it because Cloud is now off for a sit down in their very own Cloud 7 penalty box. Just gone to visit to check in on the sponsorship. So tacky. So tacky, says Coco. It's tacky.
Picking up
Cloud.
an illegal contact penalty.
Yeah. I mean, but also the opportunity Cloud, not that you can hear us, but if I was Cloud and sat underneath a massive banner with my name on it to just be like, that's me. It's me. It's my box. It's me.
You always want your box.
Hey.
So it is Velociraptor up against Duracell in this jam. Duracell pushing away at the front, and Velociraptor picking up a penalty there.
Looks like that isn't out.
It was an illegal contact penalty.
Yeah.
And so Duracell out and lead jammer. So another chance for Bandits to put points on the board.
Which after a few dry jams is going to be a joy for the Bandits.
Yeah, so after that run of 4 scoreless, they've now got 2 on the trot where they've picked up points. 4 in the last one, and Duracell hoping to make it more in this one, although he's knocked through and decides to call that and freeze Velociraptor in the box.
Yeah.
And Don Gingiovanni picking up a late call as well. So Manchester going to start with 2 blockers in the box. Yes, and no further points on that pass. So it was just a 4-point jam for Bandits. And Jam Master J with the power jam start, but it won't be long before Phil Velociraptor's out. But it was even less time for Jam Master J to get out of the pack and become lead. And Cloud 7's going for another sit down as well. I think that's 2 penalties for Cloud. I think that's probably the most he's got in any of the games this weekend.
I think so. Cloud's just like, well, you know, it's my last outing. I'll go and hang out in my own penalty box, shall I? Oh, and that is Velociraptor off for another penalty.
A multiplayer block, the lesser seen multiplayer block for a jammer.
Yeah, it doesn't happen often. Take that one off of your bingo sheet.
Yeah. Right, and but another chance for Jam Master J to add points on. Already got 8 in this jam. Decides to call that and freezes Phil in the box for a second jam on the trot.
And Citizen Pain delighted by that, just having a little clap.
So that is Bandits picking up 11 points in that jam, which is the same number of points Manchester have managed so far in the first 18 minutes of the half.
Always tense.
Is Duracell with the power jam start and a quick skip down the outside line. 3 seconds and is lead jammer.
I'm not sure if those are fixed skates or someone else's skates, but either way, it's not stopping Duracell. Do seem to be back on all 8 wheels, though.
Pushing through and trying to get past. Now Shrooms is the lone blocker, and then the next lone blocker to be faced was Cloud, but able to get past, as does Velociraptor, who has now completed their initial pass.
Lovely stuff.
And that call coming, but not in time for Manchester to pick up 1 point, but Bandits had picked up 8. There's going to be Bear Skills up against Scooby on the next jam. Jam is underway. Skills trying to go down the outside to the blockers who are at the front of the pack. Cloud bracing and then being spun round. And it is Scooby who is out. I think that's 2 on the trot now for Scooby.
Lovely
where he has got lead jam.
Great stuff from Scooby. Oh, Gaskell hanging on to Bear Skills for as long as possible, but has to let go at the front there. And a really stylish spin and call off there from Scooby.
Yeah, who did pick up the 4 points.
See that in replay. Look at that, just wee, twirly spinning knees.
having said earlier that normally Don Gingiovanni pivots in the first half, jams in the second. He's pivoted a couple of times, and now he's jammed 2 on the trot.
Yep. They've gone, Don, you're a good jammer, you go now. Unfortunately, that looks like that was a penalty on Doug Hisgrave.
And I think it's a second time on the trot that Don Gingiovanni's gone out to jam, and second time he's picked up a penalty.
Yeah, I'm starting to think that Don Gingiovanni doesn't want to be sent out to jam. It's just like, no, if you make me jam, I'm going to do this. You can't make me.
We will have a full 2-minute jam, as both jammers have gone to the penalty box.
Yeah.
But neither, I think, have completed their initial pass yet.
Don on the inside looking for space.
Both. And the refs have been very, very hot on the forearms penalties. Both jammers actually picked up forearms penalties earlier in this jam, but they are both now clear of the pack, both on scoring passes. Both have a minute left of this jam to see how many points they can pick up for their team. Oh, and Jam Master J with a lovely duck on the outside there.
That was gorgeous. That is.
I have
Don
Jam Master
Gingiovanni.
J coming around again, just finding space on the outside. Don Gingiovanni now pushing way through. 2 very different jamming styles. Here, Jam Master J with the speed and the jukiness.
No, the
Don
dip from Jam Master
Gingiovanni
J.
with, I am just going to beat my way through this pack.
It's the 2 approaches. It's the sort of subtle slidey dippy or the crash, 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 I will get through somehow. Both work in different ways.
This is it. This is one of those sports where neither style is better.
They both have their advantages. Sometimes one works better against a different pack. I think we've got a replay of that lovely dip from Jam Master J, which Jax, our technical expert, has just written a note for me that just says jam dip, and it sounds delightful.
Oh, the jam dip has been rubbed off the board now. No longer a special available.
No jam dip left. We'll just have to remember it in our hearts, because it was good.
Yeah, you can have that on crumpets, toast, a scone, but then would you put the cream first? Would you put the cream dream first, or
I mean,
the jam?
I'm team first, but
sorry, no controversial topics on the feed. Yeah, apologies.
Not on this feed.
We don't want to get to this. So Lily with the star.
Oh,
actually starting the jam with the star. Trying to mix it up, see if there's something different, but it is still Duracell who has picked up lead, but Lily is out of the pack and chasing down.
Doing a sort of crabwise toe-stop run around that outside line. It's impressive. Oh, beautiful little jump at the end there. Caught by Cloud.
Caught by Cloud.
Yeah, I think Manchester's sort of going, okay, well, if this isn't working, let's try something different, which is what I like to see from a team, because, not in a bad way, just a lot of teams will go, but this is how we play roller derby.
Yeah.
Let's keep doing it.
Just keep doing it, you know.
And it's nice to see a team go, well, if this isn't working, let's change it up. Let's try something else. Let's, what can we do?
Even if you just put one jammer in, just to kind of switch the rotation, so that you're not having the same jammer matchups every time.
Yeah, just keep altering it up.
But it is Bear Skills who is through and lead jammer for the Borderland Bandits.
Scooby taking a tumble amongst all of those Bandit blockers. Nice bit of offense coming in from McLeod. We'll take it to McLeod.
Getting through past Shrooms, picking up 4 points for the Bandits.
Lovely bit of footwork there from Luke, proving that fancy footwork, not just for jammers.
And Bear Skills calling that before Scooby can get any points on the board.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
And that time has gone quick. We have got just 5 minutes left of this first half. The score is 90 to Borderland, 24 to Manchester. We are going to see Duracell up against Serial Killer.
You blink and you miss it, honestly.
Yeah, I think all these games, everything I've been involved in, they've all been really quick. You just
So
blink
quick.
and suddenly it's like, oh, it's nearly the end of the jam.
Yeah.
Blink and you miss that
Serial
Serial
Killer's got
Killer
lead
is
jam.
out and lead jam. I think it's the first time Serial Killer has got lead jam status for Manchester.
I think so. Getting the thumbs up and confirmation from Coco there. Lovely stuff from Serial, trying to find a way. Caught by Tel Piero, knocked out by, is that Nolly Nolly?
That is Guy Pye.
Guy Pye. Of course it is with the beautiful lime green.
And Serial Killer picking up 3 points for Manchester.
We're now seeing Doug Hisgrave back out again as a jammer this time. Up against, I think that's Velociraptor, but we'll tell you.
It
as soon
is
as we know.
Velociraptor,
It
yes.
is. I thought, I was like, that looks like Velociraptor, but I can't see the number.
And it says Cairns on the back, so even
It
if you're
does say
looking for
Cairns
the
on the
name,
back, which
it's-
doesn't help. I'm mostly looking for the jammer shape. Velociraptor is quite a sort of a long jammer.
He looks like a Velociraptor.
He does.
He
He
looks
does.
exactly like
I was just like, well, that.
in human
Yeah,
form.
there goes a skater who looks like a Velociraptor. I bet that's Velociraptor. And I was right.
And Doug Hisgrave is through and lead jammer for the Bandits.
Velociraptor, I think, stashing that star. Oh, caught by Citizen Pain. Takes a wallop.
Oh, and picked up a cut track penalty, so it is a power jam for Doug Hisgrave.
Oh, Phil. Doug Hisgrave just doing a sort of little dancey through the pack. Grabs another 4 points.
Trying to get down the inside, but cut off by Shrooms, and Shaw decides to call that freezing fill in the box. Yes, Velociraptor already on 4 penalties in this half. And we have an official review called by Manchester Roller Derby.
Presumably to, I'm going to guess to see if they can rescind that cut track penalty on Velociraptor.
Yeah, I think
But it might be on.
the kind of general rule I think between bench managers is you're calling an official review for one or two reasons. One is to get your jammer out of the box,
Or
or
get
to
their jammer in.
get jammer in. Or I guess if there's something really obvious that you think you're
Yeah.
definitely going to win, or you're
Yeah.
going to use it as a timeout.
Or that.
But
And especially with 2.5 minutes to go, it's a great time to use it up because you get a new one in the second
you
half.
get a new one, yeah. You got pretty much nothing to lose on this one, and it's a free rest. You get to,
It is. You get a longer rest. It's
Yeah.
lovely.
Bandits ending towards the 100 mark, but as we are having an official review, I think it's time to talk about our official review sponsor and probably the best pun in roller derby.
Yeah.
It is Filet Official, who has sponsored all the official reviews of this weekend. Filet Official is a member of the Pittsburgh Roller Derby in Pittsburgh. She is a level 1 skating official and currently serves as a head official for her league, I guess, and is available for all your officialing needs.
Wonderful stuff. We love you, Philly Official.
I guess if you can't be here, the next best thing is to sponsor something so that your name just gets read out all weekend.
Yeah, absolutely.
And,
Slightly cheaper than the cost of an international flight.
yes, a flight from Pittsburgh to here, probably less than what was had to paid for a
Official review sponsorship.
for official review sponsorship.
And, you know, by sponsoring our lovely official reviews, it means that we're helping to make this tournament happen.
And Snoogins, who is wearing a marvellous sparkly jacket, will be coming over in a minute, hopefully relaying to us what that official review was about.
Sparkling on to
Via
us.
Coco.
All about those Sparkle Sunday vibes.
It's not been a very sparkly Sunday for Velociraptor yet, who's starting the box, starting the jam in the penalty box.
Jam Master J looking for space, but is trapped tight there by Gaskell and Hankin. but does find a way out. But looks like that's Velociraptor has lead, so clearly Jam Master J. Oh, Jam Master J for a sit down and the penalty box for forearms. So Velociraptor coming now back into more sparkling form. Comes from the box, picks up lead jammer status. But hang on to that now on that scoring pass to return legally in bounds and get those points ideally. Lovely stuff for recycling. Guy Pye recycle back, waiting for an opportunity to come back and rejoin the teammates. As Velociraptor makes it around, pops 4 points on the board.
Tel Piero has gone for a sit down, having picked up a forearms penalty for the Bandits. Jam Master J now on their way round, looking to duck past the Manchester blockers, and does so.
Jam Master J also on a scoring pass. Oh no, that was still the initial.
That was still the initial.
Yeah. So 7 points on the board there for Manchester. I think one of their highest scoring jams of this game so far.
Yeah. And update on the official review, as we said, it's one of two things normally, and it was to try and get Velociraptor out of the box. The Manchester bench saying that they felt that he wasn't given enough time to yield and concede, and the officials after discussion felt that no, he was in control of his feet, knew what he was doing, and hadn't ceded in time.
Seems fair.
So the penalty stood, and Manchester will have lost their official review for this half. But it is Scooby who is going to try and end this half with some points for Manchester, as Bear Skills is being recycled by Shaw. Scooby just finds a nice easy line through to pick up 4 points.
Yeah, and I think there's with just under 20 seconds left in the half, there's a real psychological value here for Scooby if they can just stop Borderland from getting over the century mark.
Oh, it's going to be a power jam. Oh no, it's not going to be. The jam has come to an end. It's an official timeout, so we will have the clock stop. So there are 6 seconds left, so we will get one more jam. Yeah, Bear. I was about to say it was a power jam, but it wasn't. It was going to be, and it will be.
Yeah.
Bear Skills has
start.
gone, so will be a power start.
Bear Skills done a naughty.
Manchester.
Bear Skills have to sit down in our Cloud 7 penalty box. Tell you a bit about Cloud 7. Cloud 7 creates fully custom roller derby uniforms and apparel. Our individual team web stores provide a quick, streamlined ordering process with no minimum order quantities. Built for quality, built for ease, built for speed. We're putting the silver lining back in uniform organisation. Remember, just like the weather in beautiful Newcastle, Cloud has you covered. Look, a lovely shot of Lily Gaskell there, lining up. Just like, one of the lovely Cloud 7 tops. They do. They come in crop. They come in full length. You get all
so
the
that came like that. That's not just Lily's got a pair of scissors to it and gone.
Because she does seem to do that with all of her tops, but they do make them ready cropped for you, so you can look as cool as Lily does. Now a little conflab going on, seemingly between all of the skaters at the front. Just like, you're right. What are you doing? What are you having for tea tonight?
So a hug there from Lily and Doug on the jam line. Doug going to start with the pivot stripe on, and Coco Rely. I mean, when Doug was at Manchester, that he was the one that would deliver the offence. For the other way, sorry, Lily would deliver the offence for Doug, and now Doug is going to be trying to stop any offence coming in and helping Lily.
It's a fun combination. It's always enjoyable seeing these sort of skaters when they've ended up, moving house and moving team, and then they meet their old teammates. Like, it's friends. I love you, friends. No, I'm going to hit you.
Friends, I know how you skate. I know what you're going to try and do.
I know exactly all of your tricks and secrets. I know how I'm going to try and stop you. I know what you do.
We are going to go back underway with 6 seconds left on the period clock. Lily Gaskell with the power jam start for Manchester, looking to go down the outside line, then comes onto the in.
Oh, bouncy from Lily Gaskell there.
All over the place. But the Bandits wall just kind of staying still, letting her move around, but does enough to get out.
Yeah, grabs that lead. So as I was saying, there will be a psychological bonus here to Manchester in trying to stop Borderland from getting that last point to take them over the century in this half. And with lead jammer status, they've got the opportunity to do that as well as put some points on the board themselves. Here comes Bear back on track, knocks out Cloud.
He picks up a cut track penalty. So this is going to be another power jam for Lily Gaskell. It's being recycled by Doug Hisgrave.
Big opportunity for Lily to hopefully get some points on the board.
Yes, he's already through. This is the scoring pass. So there are the first 4 points of the jam for Lily and Manchester.
Borderland losing Nolly Nolly to the box as well. Lily just bouncing.
And decides to call that and freezes Bear Skills in the penalty box. So they will start the second half on a power start.
So going into the half with 99 to the Borderland Bandits, 46 to Manchester Roller Derby.
So nearly getting it to those 50 points, but decision was to freeze the Borderland Bandits jammer in the box for the start of the second half, which will be in approximately 14.5 minutes.
Yeah, so go forth, grab a drink, grab a snack, and we will see you right back here in just under 14 minutes' time.
Yeah.
Hello, lovely people. Sorry, we're totally ready to come back. We're just having a little bit of trouble with some of our technology. Coming back to the second half of this Manchester Roller Derby versus Borderland Bandits game, I am still Duke Special.
I think I'm Tom Bowler. It's been such a long weekend, I could be anyone at the moment.
It's been a very long weekend. I mean, you have managed to lose the hat, so who knows?
Well, the headphones don't fit properly with the hat, so,
Yes,
and I didn't realise we were coming back straight away. So
it is a problem. You've got the hat, I've got these stupid earrings which have my Derby name on, but when you put headphones over the top, you're like, oh, this is not comfy.
oh yeah, I
but-
did notice your earrings that say Duke Special.
Yeah, everyone goes, oh, what do your earrings say? Oh, Duke Special, because I'm special. But yeah, not ideal with the headphones. Anyway, enough about our looks, but that's definitely why you're tuning in, right? You're just here to hear what we're wearing. Sparkles and all, because it's Sparkly Sunday. We are in our 5th and 7th place decider game, Manchester Roller Derby, up against the Borderland Bandits. So far, I feel like it's been a story of penalties. Manchester Roller Derby, 28 penalties in that first half, just 17 for the Bandits.
Well, the second half will be starting with Bandits in the box, with
Yeah.
both their jammer bear skills and one of the blockers, Noli Noli, in the box to start the second half.
Naughty Noli.
Naughty Noli, indeed. And it will be Scooby who has the power jam start. Bear skills is standing in the box, so it won't be a particularly long time.
Yeah. Manchester doing a good job though, holding Bandits just under that century mark in the first half, which is a nice thing psychologically, I feel, as the trailing team.
So Scooby trying to get down the outside line and then comes to the inside.
Oh, lovely work there from
Fine for the
Toots.
Spades.
That is going to be, is that?
That is lead, yeah,
That
Zero
is
just
lead.
checking that there wasn't a penalty being called on Scooby. The whistle had gone,
Yeah.
but it was for a penalty on Luke. And the star was passed straight away to Doug Hisgrave, who is now your active jammer for Borderland Bandits, but that jam comes to an end.
Doug Hisgrave, one of my favourite genre of roller derby names, because at face value you don't necessarily realise it's a pun. I really enjoy those. Because you go, oh yeah, Doug Hisgrave, that's a name. Then you go, oh no, oh it's a pun. Oh, I like that. My other favourite genre of roller derby name is one that's really stupid. It's like, it's a silly pun. Preferably if it's a pun about, like, you know, bums or something.
Puns about bums.
Exactly, that's my level.
Bun puns.
Bun puns. Meanwhile, on the track, we've got Lily Gaskell with the star again up against Duracell.
And it is there's Lily Gaskell, who is out and leads. So there's 2 lead jams on the trot for Manchester at the start of the second half, as Luke is released from the box to give Bandits a full complement of blockers. Duracell is out and on a scoring pass, looking to get Bandits past the 100 mark. Did they manage to pick up any points on that one? Yes, according to Ratty, they did. They picked up 3. So that's 102 for Bandits.
Over that century. Enjoyed Duracell just lying down there, just like, I'm just going to wait and see what Ratty does, and then I'll get up. Oh, points. Oh, I'll get up then.
Yeah, but there was no points for... sorry, there was 0, just putting up 2 points for Manchester. So that takes them to 51.
That's not at all confusing, 0 putting up 2.
0 putting up 2, yeah. And our score is now 2-1. Bandits to Manchester. Sorry.
Looks like that is... oh no, that is Velociraptor up against Jam Master J.
It is, and it is Velociraptor. Oh, no, not going to the box, being recycled as Jam Master J gets out and is lead jammer.
Cloud off to the box on a multiplayer penalty though. Shroom's looking to the ref going, I thought that was a low block, mate. And then the ref's like, no, because I would have called it.
Oh, and Jam Master J just pushing through the centre of that tripod.
Oh, lovely moves there to stay roughly upright from Luke, but unfortunately picks up a forearms penalty.
As Wow goes for a forearms, and Luke's in there for a forearms. Just 2 blockers trying to stop Velociraptor, and now he will have the advantage of 4 offense as Jam Master J goes to the penalty box for a forearms penalty, but no offense needed. Velociraptor through of his own power, now on a scoring pass for what will be a full 2-minute jam.
So Velociraptor with just the one to pass, but that one to pass is Noli, so rather you than me, Phil.
And Noli doing what he's employed to do there and just stopping the jammer from getting through on that inside line. Luke is back on as well. He's been ably assisted. In fact, they're back to a full complement of Borderland Bandit blockers.
And a full complement of Manchester Roller Derby. We have got an empty Cloud 7 penalty box for now. I may have jinxed it.
So I'm going with it. It happens so often that people go to the box that it can't be our fault.
Surely.
I'm going to blame them for doing naughties.
For doing the naughties. It is mainly on them for doing naughties.
Yeah.
Velociraptor knocked out, recycled back. Oh, lovely bit of offense coming in though from, I think that was Shrooms.
Oh, and a late call on Jam Master J, as that is a penalty. So it will be a power jam start for Manchester. It's going to be Cloud who has the star. Nice. So really mixing it up in the Manchester side, giving everyone the star.
Stars all round.
Stars around. Lily Gaskell is going to take the stripe.
And the full Oprah, you get a star, you get a star. And yeah, I thought that might be a timeout coming up from the Bandit bench, and it was, to give Jam Master J just maximum breathing room there. Yeah. Having just done a 2-minute jam to now be iced into the box for another jam.
Yes, good move there from the Bandits bench. We will have a team timeout, and our timeouts are brought to you by the Cleveland Guardians.
Well, shall I tell you a fun fact about the Cleveland Guardians?
Go on then.
Did you know, and this is one that I'd not read till today, the Cleveland Guardians are named after the Guardians of Transportation. There are 4 13-metre statues lining a bridge in downtown Cleveland, each holding a different type of vehicle. Since the Guardians roll around on 8 wheels, you could consider them the Guardians of roller skates. It's pleasing.
That is pleasing,
I love a bit of city architecture, like, what should we put here? Let's put 13-metre statues holding a vehicle. Why? We've done it now. Don't question, just admire it.
And when we read that fact out earlier on when I was on the in-house, I don't think there's a chance to start some crowdfunding to get a fifth pillar with a big roller skate on it.
Yes, just a giant roller skate.
Just a giant roller skate on the top
13
of
metres
a
tall.
fifth pillar.
Massive roller skate. It'd be great. If they won't do it in Cleveland, let's start the ambition to have it here in Trafalgar Square on the fourth plinth.
On the
Giant
fourth
roller skate.
Yes.
Or even just wait till they empty it for the next artwork and then run it there with just someone's old skate. Pop it up. Call it art. It works for Banksy, why not for us?
Oh, Guy Pye picking up a penalty, so Cloud Strike back on and now trying to get through to complete the initial pass, and does so. Cloud Strike gets Lee Jammer for Manchester.
Lovely stuff from Cloud. Technically Cloud with 100% lead average. That's how stats work.
Yep.
Misleading but true.
1 out of 1 for Cloud, and look at that, he's very happy about it, picking up the first 4 points of the jam.
And I was going to say just the 2 blockers across. I couldn't work out where the other one was, but it was... Oh, they're both in the box.
It is 2 in the box.
And Guy Pye.
Yeah. But Cloud is going to go sit down in his penalty box for picking up a back block.
Oh,
so it will now be a power jam for Jam Master J, and it will mean a full 2-minute jam.
It will be another two full minute, sure. A big one. Jam Master J showing the importance of being able to just keep going.
Jam Master J there with a star removed and was frantically looking around for his pivot. That's Counterfeit, who was in the box.
Yeah. Naughty Jono. Counterfeit, also the head coach of the Team GB Juniors, a cracking skater and coach in his own right.
Yes, fully aware of Counterfeit and his role in the Team GB Juniors. I've not mentioned it yet this weekend, but he is head coach to my son,
Lovely.
Who is in the Team GB Junior squad for the World Cup in Australia in 2025.
Oh, that's exciting. Yeah.
That is exciting, yes. If not expensive thing to pay
Yes,
for.
very much so. Yeah, it's seeing the joy here, obviously, of Counterfeit getting to play against some of the aged-up Team GB Juniors that
Yes.
he will have coached.
Yeah. And Cloud there was trying to call it, but obviously forgotten that he'd been to the penalty box and was no longer lead. So, and now with just a few seconds left on the clock, not much point
Backwards roller
hustling back.
derby. Yeah. Everyone's just go, oh, we'll just have a little, we'll go the other way for a bit, you know, rest our knees.
But that was 9 points for Cloud.
Which is a strong jam for Manchester.
Yeah. Even with the power jam against them, they held the Bandits 2-0. And it is Bear Skills and Serial Killer. Oh no, it's not. It's going to be Scooby, late change.
Sneaky, sneaky, upset the lineup trackers.
Yeah. And it's Scooby down the inside. A good switch there, changing it to Scooby, who now
Lovely.
has lead jammer.
Really nice work from Scooby.
Bear Skills is half a lap and closing on as opposing jammer.
Tries to call it off, but unfortunately I think picks up a penalty. No? Not sure what's happening. No one knows what's happening. Confusion abounds. Someone called it.
Yeah, it was Scooby who called it, but the whistles hadn't gone before the Bandits picked up 4 points.
One of those moments I think is a jammer that's frustrating because you know you were calling it, but obviously until the refs see it, they can't call it. And there's not a lot you can do about that.
Yeah, so we have a timeout. This is an official timeout. And our timeouts are brought to you by the Cleveland Guardians. And we said the Cleveland Guardians are going to be in the UK next year, playing a roller derby at the Brummies Smash tournament at the end of June.
It's going to be exciting. Yeah.
Yes, I'm pushing it.
Someone's got to, and it's certainly it's exciting. It's nice to see some of our US teams coming up to join us, see how we do things here in the UK.
And it's good that it's not one of the big US teams, as in like right at the top of the rankings. It's going to be a chance to actually see the teams at the lower end of the rankings, where they're all kind of lined up.
The ones that are just like us. Just like us, but slightly different. They speak different.
So we are seeing Lily with the start again, up against Duracell.
Yeah. Lily with one to pass. Oh, no, chased out there by, I think that's Citizen Payne.
There's Gaskell out and lead jammer for Manchester as the Borderland pivot goes to the box. Once again, that's counterfeit. Duracell with the start off won't actually have anyone to pass it to.
Duracell going, I've taken it off. Oh, counterfeit. Where have you gone now, mate?
But Duracell is through and the start is back on his helmet. As Citizen Payne also goes for a sit down, having picked up a illegal position penalty.
Oh, Duracell coming into the pack there on a sort of backward slide. Legs akimbo. Pops that star back on the basis that there's no one to hand it to. Meanwhile, Lily Gaskell hops around the outside, picks up 4 points. Feels like they've maybe had their Weetabix at half-time, Manchester Roller Derby. They've come out much more forceful, much stronger and gone, all right, let's do this. Ooh, knocked to the inside there by counterfeit. And now we all go backwards. Lovely backwards. Trying to force that cut. Oh. Oh.
That jam comes to an end.
Duracell nearly going for a sit down in the T-side Skate Invaders trackside seating. Tell you if you're in UK that this November TSI will be hosting their 3rd charity event for November. It's called Prost Skate. It's a fun day of small teams battling out to take on last year's winner for the prized Golden Tash. Over the last 2 years, the team has raised nearly £2,000 for men's health charities, and you can support this year's either by buying a spectator ticket or donating using the Just Giving page found in this weekend's brochure.
Back on track, it is a Cloud. No, it's not. It's a Velociraptor up against Bare Skills.
Oh, and it looks like that's Luke off for a penalty, a forearms penalty.
Luke's gone for a forearms just as Toots is released, so there's still one of each team in the penalty box.
That is Cloud recycled all the way back there by Nolly Nolly. Tries to do a run up the middle.
Forearms penalty for Velociraptor, so it's going to be a power jam for Bare Skills.
You just really saw Phil's expression there as the ref essentially delivered that penalty right into his face.
Yeah.
Just like, mate, that was forearms, off you go. Oh, okay.
That's the 5th penalty that Velociraptor has received. There's only one other player on his team with more penalties, and that is Don Gingiovanni, who's on 6.
Yeah.
We haven't seen Don Gingiovanni come out much this second half. Obviously, just making sure he's not going to risk it. For the Bandits, there is one player on 5, which is Jam Master J.
Naughty players.
Yeah, so it's the Jammers who are leading the way in the penalties.
It really is. Oh, lovely stuff coming there from Velociraptor. Whizzed back from the box, coming in forwards, backwards, doing a sort of shadow boxing maneuver. Almost like, which way am I going to go? We just don't know.
And having got through, that jam gets called. Velociraptor not picking up any points. Bare Skills picking up 3.
And it's heading from a big differential. We're still looking at sort of roughly a 50-point differential, but I feel like Manchester really pulled it back so far in this second half.
Yeah, because it was 50 points at half time, and it's 49 now, so it's about the same, but it's showing the improvement. It's showing that they're kind of more of a. It
feels like they're playing stronger.
Yes.
To watch, even if the scoreline doesn't necessarily reflect that. Oh, big old.
So it's Cloud with the start again and lead. So it's 2 for 2 for Cloud, 100%.
Yeah, lovely stuff.
Jam Master J comes round, but the jam is called before Bandits can pick up any points. And wait to see if. And Zero is putting up a finger for 1 point for Manchester.
Just a little point as a treat. A point as a treat.
Yeah, so in the first half, we had jammer penalties of 8 for New World Order, 5 for Borderland Bandits, but 3 of those were in the last 3 jams of that half.
Yeah. Well, that kind of penalty score can have a massive impact on you.
So New World Order will be looking at trying to keep this half as clean as possible, keep their jammers out the box and on the track, and hopefully picking up points, trying to claw back what is now a 48-point difference between the two sides.
Yeah. Lovely shot from Scooby there, just sort of going further and further backwards on one skate before finally toppling.
Duracell fighting at the front up against a strong two-wall of Shrooms and McLeod. As Scooby comes down the inside, tries to get knocked out, but it stays on its feet.
Oh, 1 foot out, and I think that is finally Duracell out almost 50 seconds in. Scooby still fighting.
Oh, and Scooby now going to the box for a sit down.
Picks up a track cut penalty. Needs to get a wriggle on and gets that down, or will be in danger of picking up a second one.
That's the third penalty for Scooby.
Oh, a bit of friendly fire coming in there on White 095 Jarvis Shocker.
And Bandits choosing to freeze, call that jam and freeze Scooby in the box. Bandits deciding to go with the Jam Master J for the power jam start. They changed. Yeah, Bear Skills was going to go, and then it was a quick change over to Jam Master J, who is out and lead for Borderland Bandits.
Oh, and Scooby is sitting for 2 penalties. I thought that might be the case after that. Not even retaliation, just sort of what looked like a questioning arm signal. A bit of a spicy response to being called on a penalty.
So this will be still another 30 seconds for Jam Master J to put some more points on the board for the Bandits. He's picked up 4 already this jam. Skates round the outside, ducks under the blockers, picks up a further 4.
It does feel briefly as though Manchester have just sort of forgotten that they could get in a wall. They were just all stood there like, oh, Jam Master J, oh, that's us. Whoops. And now they're back together and gone, yeah, oh no, right, we can do this, we can do defence.
That's how defence works.
That's what we're supposed to do. We get together and we do the hitting thing. And here comes Scooby back on track.
And I heard a whistle.
Yeah, it was just like,
everyone looked and went, oh, Scooby's going to be back off track, but he's not.
It is Tel Piero picking up a multiplayer block. Ooh, crikey, Cloud going flying over the feet of somebody. Just going to be a moment while everyone picks themselves up, figures out what's going on there.
Yeah, it was no points for Manchester, but 12 for the Borderland Bandits.
Lovely stuff for the Bandits. There's been a few of those this weekend where they've come down so hard and they come up fine, but it's almost like people just didn't want to go, just like, whew, right, okay, now I'll get up. Which is fair enough, you know, it's big hits. Bear Skills up against Serial Killer.
It's Bear Skills who is out but is not lead, doesn't actually have a star on his head, so picks it up on his way through.
Yep.
Puts on the helmet, so will now be eligible to score points. And does, picks up 4.
That was incredibly slick. Serial Killer nearly taking out 0 there. Serial Killer opts to whip off that helmet cover, so we will have a 2-minute jam.
Serial Killer not realising that he was still eligible for lead, has removed the star.
Yep.
Whilst Bear Skills picks up a further 4 points. Serial Killer tries to spin round Doug Hisgrave, but Doug Hisgrave says, nope, not going anywhere.
Yep. Oh, Bandits having some real...
Also look there, Doug Hisgrave, Serial Killer had hit Doug Hisgrave, was about to fall over, and Doug looked like he was about to grab him to make sure he didn't.
Are you all right, mate? I got you. Oh, no, wait, hang on, wrong team. Lovely stuff.
But Doug Hisgrave does pick up a penalty.
Yep. Bear Skills knocked to the outside. Lovely little...
Serial Killer is out and picking up points. Has already put 4 on the board for Manchester as they head towards trying to get past the 100 mark.
Absolutely. Some really nice recycling coming in from those Manchester blockers, just circling round and round and round, making Bear Skills' life difficult.
So, Serial Killer just taking a look at the clock and then going back on track to try and get any of these final points in the last 5 seconds of the jam.
Yeah, it's always worth a go. And that is the end of that jam. I think we've got a little replay here for you of Bear Skills' one hand down sneak maneuver. Look at this for skill and just beautiful. I can't do that anyway.
I can't, yeah. So at the end of that jam, there was a call on Serial Killer, who has picked up a cut track penalty. So it will be a power jam start, and it will be Duracell with the power jam start for Borderland Bandits.
Oh, nice washing machine of blockers there going on from Manchester, trying to hang on to Duracell, kill that power start as long as they can. The Bandits throwing all the offense in with a sort of, I think what they did was throw Counterfeit into the mix. Unfortunately, Counterfeit picks a penalty for it, but you know, sometimes you have to sacrifice someone to the cause.
Got his jammer lead.
Yep.
But sacrificed.
Just sacrifice to Roller Derby.
Serial Killer out of the box and through the pack very quickly. A shout from the Borderland bench to call it, which they do.
A quick sip of my tea there. This is Roller Derby meets ASMR.
So we are going to see Scooby up against Doug Hisgrave taking the star for the Bandits. Doug trying to get down the inside line, but was knocked by McLeod, and was knocked out of bounds and came back on, so picks up a cut track penalty. It would be a power jam for Manchester and Scooby.
Oh, yep. Opportunity here for Scooby to grab some points, get them on the board. Points mean prizes.
And penalties mean less points, and it will mean a jammer switcheroo, a 2-minute jam, as Scooby picks up a back block penalty.
Oh, Scooby.
That was not what Manchester needed, but it's what they got.
It really is. I feel like there's a sort of Scooby-Dooby-Don't pun in there that I haven't thought through yet. Take those
I think
parts and assemble them at home.
That's basically it, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing more than Scooby-Dooby-Don't.
Scooby-Dooby-Don't. Oh, beautiful footwork from Doug Hisgrave there. Just one toe stop, bouncing backwards. Phenomenal. We will have a replay of that for you at the end of this jam. First, we've got to get through it. Oh, lovely stuff coming in there from, I think it was Jarvis Shocker on the offense.
So Scooby picking up 3 points on that pass with a no penalty.
And we have temporarily got an empty Cloud 7 penalty box.
Yeah. And this time Scooby gets past all 4 players to pick up the 4 points.
Ooh, Doug with a one hand down. Oh!
Scooby just going to the outside of the...
beautiful little spin. I think Nolly Nolly thinks that should have been a track cut based on those arm movements.
I think Nolly Nolly went down. So.
I think Nolly Nolly went down as well, but Nolly Nolly has forgotten that bit and feels very strongly that that was a cut. We've all been there. Oh.
Well, that comes to a natural conclusion with Borderland picking up 3 and Manchester picking up 13.
And let's just re-enjoy that amazing outside line work from Doug. I mean, look at this. It's just so bouncy, so like on point, if you could be on point in a roller skate.
So 13 points there for Manchester. It's the most they've scored, I think, in this game, certainly in the second half.
Yeah, just magical stuff.
And that was even with them having a 30-second power jam.
Yeah.
Where they sat at power jams.
It's a cracking run of them. Just going to grab a moment this team timeout to give a shout out to our lovely officials on and off skates. We have got Lucas, Beth Case Scenario, Bernard, Rita Slayworth, Keltapay, Oyu, Juki, Tilda, Swearwolf, Miss D Moan, McFarlane, Bambi Lance, Zero, Rollin Rat, McNinja, Angie, MK, and Lil Monster. We cannot do this without you.
So at the end of that Jam with Manchester getting the highest score they've received this second half. Bandits are taking a timeout just to kind of recover. They're currently 59 points in the lead.
So starting to pull that lead out again from the 50-point lead we've seen pretty solidly all game. Now stretching to almost 60.
That is Cloud with the star again.
Cloud proving a really effective jammer.
He's been a very effective jammer, yes.
It's a new word.
New word?
Effective.
Effective. A new style of clothing. It's the effective clothing that you can buy from Cloud 7.
Yep.
But with Doug Hisgrave in the box, this is a chance for him. Yeah. Doug Hisgrave picking up a misconduct penalty, so it's a power jam start for Cloud and a chance for Cloud to continue with his 100% record, but is not going to get that because he has also picked up a penalty.
Oh, Cloud.
And he picked up a cut track penalty.
Jammer switcher in the box.
And that takes Cloud now to 5 penalties. As Iwaki Horror goes for a sit down as well in the Cloud 7 penalty box. And Cloud 7 is released from the Cloud 7 penalty box. And takes a bit of a tumble through. And Noli already has his hands in the air going, yeah, I know, that was me, sorry.
Fair, yeah, I did do that. That was me. And Cloud.
So having come out of the box and got lead, Doug Hisgrave calls that jam, having picked up 2 points before Manchester can add to their total.
Lovely play. And we are starting to see some of our penalties racking up just a little bit. They're now fairly even across both sides, 37 to 42. A few skaters sitting on 5, just on Gingiovanni on the 6. So at the moment, there's breathing room for our teams.
Oh, and a very quick lead jam there for Duracell. But Lily is also through.
Speeding round. Duracell, on the outside, doing a sort of a jig almost. Sees Lily coming in and goes, I'm calling it. I don't want you to have points. Only I get points. None points for Lily, only points for Duracell.
So we have... say 3 Borderland Bandits on 5 penalties. That's Jam Master J, Luke and Counterfeit. Whereas on the Manchester side, it is Velociraptor with 5, Scooby with 5, Cloud with 5, and Don Gingiovanni with 6.
It's all our jammers. It's all our naughty jammers.
It is. We've not seen kind of like really high jammer penalties throughout this. The big penalties have come from mostly the blockers.
Until today.
Until this game.
Scooby with a quick follow-on from Jam Master J's lead forces that call off. No points all round, I believe.
Yeah, so Scooby was out first with a no pass, no penalty, and then as soon as the Bandits got out, they called that jam. We're going to see Lily up against Bear Skills as we enter the last 5 minutes of this game. Once again, it's another one that's gone fairly quickly through by.
Super quick.
Here we are with just 5 minutes left of this game. And Shaw having to yield, but it's a power jam for Manchester as Bear Skills picks up a forearms penalty. Lily Gaskell is through and lead jammer for Manchester. And a little jump there from 0 as Citizen Payne was being recycled.
Lovely stuff.
Always good to see the refs doing their little jumps.
Yeah. On their fancy footwork. Oh, Citizen Payne going for a little bouncy footwork, but knocked out and recycled back to be safe. Tel Piero also off for a sit down in that Cloud 7 penalty box to hang out with Bear.
Both blockers there trying to stop Lily, picked up penalties, and Lily looked at the jam ref and went, I've done nothing wrong. And he's like, yeah, I know, it's not you.
Yeah. It's not you, it's just near you. Oh, a lovely bit of work from Shrooms. Shrooms now having a bit of an argument about whether or not that counted as a penalty, having walloped Toots.
Yeah, it was a back block.
As we all play backwards roller derby.
Yeah, the Bear Skills back on, but will still be on their initial pass.
Yeah.
Lily Gaskell trying to get down the outside, but is knocked off by Citizen Payne. Bare Skills is now through and completes the initial pass for Borderland Bandits.
Oh, little tap there from Guy Pye, just trying to knock Lily Gaskell out. Succeeds and forces that call off.
Yeah, both 2 each on that scoring pass, so 6 to Manchester, 2 to Borderland in the jam. And that does take Manchester over the 100 mark, as we see Lily take a shirt whip there to get round.
Really showing the versatility of those Cloud 7 shirts. They will allow you to power your jammers through the pack via shirt whip alone.
Yes, Cloud 7 getting some good footage here to be able to use in any upcoming advertisements.
Absolutely.
And it is Scooby against Duracell, as Duracell tries to skip down the inside line, but that was blocked off.
Yeah, nice little bit of footwork there on the outside line for Scooby.
Scooby through and lead for Manchester. And it is going to be a power jam, as Duracell has picked up a cut track penalty.
A naughty. Oh, and Scooby taken off by Invincible. Hops back on. Lovely little bit of work from Zero there, just stopping Invincible from running back.
And wow, he's gone for a penalty. That is.
Wow.
Wow.
Wow, a penalty.
Wow, a penalty for. Yes, it was a cut track for Wow, and Duracell is now standing in the box, looking to come out as Scooby gets through to pick up 4 more points for Manchester.
Scooby almost going through like a bowling ball through skittles there, just leaving blockers scattered across the track in their wake.
As Henders now putting a stop on Duracell. Oh, a great hit there from Henders just to take Duracell off, but saying it was a no pass. No, but it is a power jam. It was a cut track, so it will be another power jam for Scooby.
I did see another lovely t-shirt whip there coming off those Borderlands blockers trying to stop Scooby.
And making the decision to call that jam and freeze the Borderland Bandits jammer in the box.
Just, yeah, trap a tired jammer who's just done an almost 2-minute jam and make them do it again.
Duracell, one of the jammers who has been pretty light on the penalties. That was only their second penalty, both cut tracks.
Yeah.
And both in that jam.
Yeah. I mean, Duracell's done pretty well to stay clean so far. And at the moment, let's say Bandits, the only ones with remaining clean players. Lily Gaskell picks up a speedy lead.
No, she doesn't. She picks up a speedy penalty. Multiplayer.
I think that's an attempt to sort of use a teammate for an assist, turning into a multiplayer, which releases Duracell from the box. I believe Duracell is still able to get lead.
He is, and there he is, eligible for lead and picks up lead.
Coming around with the sort of speed skating arms to get back round to that pack and get scoring. Ooh, flinging off the shirt there of 21.
And Gaskell now back on with the star removed, but it doesn't fool Del Piero.
No.
But Del Piero stepped out, so it was a no penalty that gets Lily through and onto a scoring pass.
Yeah. There goes Duracell on a scoring pass as Lily bouncing sideways across the entire track to find that gap and get out.
So 4 each there, as Duracell comes round, decides to call that jam. Picking up 2 points.
I mean, you blink and you miss it. That was our final jam of the game.
That was our final jam. Hadn't even realised we were that close.
I hadn't noticed. I was like, oh, this is great. What's next? Oh, unofficial score. When did that go? So that is your unofficial final score. We will just wait for confirmation from our lovely officials.
So that is a difference of 49, which I actually think means Manchester actually won the second half by 1 point.
Yeah.
Because it was a 50-point gap, 99 to 49 at half time.
Yeah, they've done good.
That was the right score. So
they
Manchester's second half, actually, that would have, they outscored the Bandits.
They did. They've done great.
Well, that's the end of that game, but there is still more roller derby to come. Next up is going to be our third place playoff.
It's going to be an exciting one. We're going to see the Magic City Misfits against our hosts, Tyne and Fear.
And we'll see how Tyne and Fear our feeling after just one game's rest, and also the bitter disappointment of the losing that semi-final by just like 3 points.
3 points. I mean, I don't. Almost no one in the room was able to cope with that.
Yeah.
But I suppose chatted to a couple of Time and Fear after their game, and they were just like, "Oh well, we could have taken it, but we had a bit of trouble with penalties, and we're just gonna do that again, I guess." They all seemed quite sunny about it. It was nice.
Yeah.
They're just a really cheery bunch. They're just like, we're just here to have a lovely time.
And they've put on a wonderful event here at the Walker Activity Dome.
They really have.
So we have to say, just 2 games left. The 3rd, 4th place playoff between Magic City and Time and Fear, and then the final between Denver and the reigning holders, St. Louis Gatekeepers. Stay tuned for all of that. There'll be interviews after a few adverts here. I've been Tom Bowler.
I've been Duke Special.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Bye.
Hello, and you join me after an absolutely thrilling game there. We just saw the Borderland Bandits take the win from Manchester's New World Order. Gosh, I just called that game as I totally forgot where we are. And I have been joined by Citizen Payne from the Bandits. Say hello.
Hello.
Now, before we do our quick interview, is there anyone you'd like to say a big shout out to at home so we don't forget?
Well, my dad's in the hall. He's wearing a senior Citizen Payne shirt. It's very cute. It's lovely that he's come up to support me. Also, all of Norfolk Roller Derby. They taught me everything I knew about roller derby, and I wouldn't be here without them. So, yeah, definitely that.
Oh, I love that big shout out. So, you've just played Manchester.
Yep.
Now, any of you who've ever watched roller derby at the MRDA will know you've probably played Manchester before.
Yes.
How did it feel playing them again as your last game here today at Champs?
I mean, we love playing Manchester. They're always super hard competition. We had a win against them recently, but that was literally the first time we'd ever beaten them. So we were coming into it nervous, really didn't know how it was going to go. Super chuffed to get the result, but also to have that kind of opposition was great as well.
Yeah, it was a really amazing game, wasn't it? And now, a lot of Borderland have been to Champs before. As people probably know, they are a team made up of a lot of skaters from around the UK. Your first Champs, I believe?
Yeah, definitely.
So what's it meant to you to come here at the MRDA Global World Universal Champs?
I mean, I can't believe it. I started skating at 32 when I'd never been on a pair of roller skates. I was absolutely awful. And it's been 8 years of struggle. It's a 2-hour drive to practice for me. So it's 2 hours there, 4 hours practice, 2 hours back. And we get to do that a couple of times a month, so it's a real grind. Everybody in the team has really, really worked hard, put in so much of their lives into being able to get here. So I am super proud of all of them, to be honest.
And if you had to wrap up your experience here at Champs, what one word would you use?
Overwhelming, probably.
Oh, amazing. Well, thank you for joining me here. This has been Citizen Payne for Borderland Bandits, who just took the win over Manchester. You've got loads more exciting roller derby to come. Thank you for joining us. I've been very Terry.